Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, December 11th. I first need coffee. That's what I need first. All right, it's confession time. You guys like a little entry first thing in the morning? Yeah? So here's the deal. I'm actually scared of trying to edit the vlog from yesterday. I'm scared of it. I don't know how much I actually filmed. I'm sure it's not as bad as I think it is, but what I'm remembering is that there were like hours in the middle of the day that I thought about filming, but I wasn't doing anything and I didn't have anything to say, so I didn't. I'm actually scared. Should we go look at it? I don't want to. Actually, first I need to go blow dry my hair. Luckily, okay, good. I got something to do first besides look at the vlog that I'm scared of. Let's go blow dry my hair first, and then we'll go look at the vlog. Help me. Alright guys, I think I've officially done everything I can think of to do. I've killed more than an hour. Before I go out there, where Vincent is teaching a lesson, can we talk about Taylor Swift's new album? I've already listened to it twice this morning. Me and my sister are texting about it. My sister is much more musical than I am, and has a beautiful singing voice and writes songs and stuff in her free time. And we've both just been talking about what a master storyteller Taylor Swift is, and two, how we can't believe the quality of songs that she's been able to put out in 6 months. 2 full-length albums. Are you kidding me? So this has been making me think a little bit about my musical history, and I just feel like I need to make clear that I was not a Taylor Swift stan for a long time. I didn't really like her music when it first came out. I can't remember what year her first album came out, 2005, 2006. I was just entering junior high in that era, and I was kind of leaving my country music phase. I grew up in Arizona, so, you know, big country music, like radio stations in the morning. I listened to the radio station every morning getting ready for school when I was little, and it was always country music until I hit junior high and switched over to like hip-hop, pop, rap stations, because their morning show was a little more edgy, so I was listening to that more. And then, you know, all my friends, we were all like inner city suburbs kids, so we listened to a lot more like hip-hop and rap and pop and punk rock and all of that kind of stuff, you know, in our junior high years. So I switched from country to more punk rock and hip hop right around the time that Taylor Swift came out, and she was country music, so I didn't really like her. I think there's like a few songs from each of her early albums that I'm attached to, but they're all like the cute love story songs that I would listen to when I had a crush on a boy, and none of the like more serious songs I really liked. So, you know, like, there might be the occasional love story thrown in with, like, all of my Blink-182 and My Chemical Romance and Panic at the Disco, but not much. It wasn't until, let's see, this is a musical history that you did not ask for, but I'm giving you anyway. It wasn't until the end of junior high that I really kind of transitioned into, like, more indie rock, because I started longboarding with my cousins, and they were super into indie rock, and I mean, indie in general is literally just the soundtrack of longboarders everywhere. It has been forever. So I switched over to a lot of like Tokyo Police Club and Bon Iver and Fleet Foxes and The Tallest Man on Earth, like some real folksy stuff, in with like Vampire Weekend and all of those. There's a million that I could name. Group Love. I'm not gonna name all of them, there's too many. But I really transitioned into that kind of stuff. And that was kind of what carried me through high school until I was living in New York City. 2014 and 1989 came out. It just happened to be at a time where I was like kind of trying to figure out what to do, about to leave the city for a little while, kind of getting tired of it, and Taylor Swift had just moved here. She had purchased, actually, Sir Ian McKellen's apartment downtown in the financial district. I could literally show you where it is. It's on Franklin Street. I think she owns a whole building now. She lives right near Beyonce and Jay-Z downtown. But anyway, so it was 2014. I was like trying to figure out what to do. I still love the city, but I was about to leave the city, and she had just moved here, and she came out with 1989. And I don't know if you guys know Taylor Swift, but remember the first song on that album is Welcome to New York. And I just had like this huge wave of nostalgia that came over me when I heard that song for the first time, because it just brought back all of the memories of first moving here, and like the excitement and just the thrill of like the endless possibilities and the meeting new people and the staying out late in the city as like a young adult. And anyway, I was dealing with like heavy shit during that time, and that album just like made me feel excited about what I was doing again while I was still here. And then every album after that has definitely been more my style anyway, since I'm not a country music fan, but I am an indie folk pop fan. So, yeah, I wasn't a Taylor Swift stan until 1989, and it just happened to be at the perfect time. Anyway, now I'm a huge fan. I've loved all of her stuff, basically. Even Reputation. I love it because of the story that it tells. I'm like, tell me if you're the same. I think there's different types of music listeners. There's people who listen to music, who like to play music, so they're listening to it in terms of, like, the music quality, what they could possibly sing and play for themselves. They're listening to the interesting melodies or the weird key change or the complicated riffs. And then there's other people who listen to it for, like, the lyrics and the storytelling, where the music itself kind of fades into the background and you're focused more on, like, the feeling that it evokes with, like, the message that it's trying to send. I think everyone has a little bit of both. Like, I definitely like certain songs just for its, like, actual musical quality also. But I will say that I'm a storyteller type person. So for me, that's why I listen to music. If it makes me feel things, if it makes me remember things from my life, all that kind of stuff, that's where I really love certain songs. And so because I like music for storytelling and, like, for moods and feels, I very rarely listen to entire albums, except when it comes to Taylor Swift, because of her storytelling ability within her albums. That's what I love about it so much. I actually have a playlist on Spotify that I reworked Folklore to fit the Betty storyline, to follow, like, the songs of the Betty storyline that's kind of woven throughout that album. And I think that's one reason I love Folklore so much, is because of that storyline. It's so good. So go look me up on Spotify if you want to follow that playlist. It's just called Betty. So there you go. Evermore is yet another album that I will listen to all the way through. I need to find the, I need to find the storylines woven through it still. But man, go Taylor Swift. I'm so proud of her. I stan. I do. She completely converted me. Which is saying a lot. Okay, enough about that. There's my entire music history that nobody asked for. I have to go edit this vlog now. I'm scared. Help me. No, it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine.
Together with this, never cut it short. It just stays.
Alright, how convenient that I had to update to Big Sur today, of all days. I managed to kill an entire another hour. Now, I actually do have to do this though. It was very convenient. Almost too convenient. I promise I did not plan it. It just happened to happen that way. Wow. Maybe this means my luck is changing. Okay. Wish me luck.
Hello.
So, we're doing something bad.
I feel terrible for this.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. We got into an argument. About... What did we get into an argument about?
About nothing.
We got into an argument about tipping. Because Vincent comes from France, where tipping isn't normal, and I come from here, where tipping is normal, and we both agree that the system's really fucked up, but we don't agree on who's to blame and how we feel about it.
Yeah.
And so we got
And you know those, like, circular arguments that start from, like, something and then turn into something else, where you blame...
It's like then the argument is about
the argument
how you're
itself.
arguing instead of what the argument was originally about.
Yeah. Well,
That
that's
happens a lot.
It is really interesting because I think that, like, on top of that, we both have very fiery and passionate personalities.
And we're very stubborn. So anyway, we got into a fight.
Why not?
But then we made up. And then we decided to get McDonald's for dinner.
My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
It will be until we get McDonald's.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go. That was the dumbest argument I think we've ever had.
Probably one of those, yeah.
Here's the thing. If you're gonna have an argument, have it be a dumb argument. Me and Vincent are perfectly aligned on all of the big things in life.
Yeah.
But we will still get into really stupid arguments about things like tipping. So this is just a real life moment for you. I know a lot of couples don't share that kind of stuff, but
It is important.
You know, if they're not sharing it, that means it's probably a lot more serious than a stupid argument about tipping. That's what I think. And we still love each other.
Of course we do.
We love each other more
forgot
when
about
we
Mullet.
get through hard things. Even if those hard things are just stupid arguments about tipping. Okay, yeah. But we're both also emotional eaters, so we're gonna go get McDonald's.
Bruh, don't
Plus-
do me like that.
I just don't feel like cooking either. It's like, it's just not a cooking day. Yesterday it wasn't either.
And probably will not be tomorrow.
No.
That was terrible.
It's okay, we can afford it. Vincent's doing great. I'm at 925 subscribers today. Oh my gosh. I'm almost to 1,000. I can't even believe that. It's gone so fast last month. You guys are awesome. You're so freaking cool. Okay. Here we go. And Gilmore Girls. Alright, Vincent has a lesson in 45 minutes. He's taking a power nap right at his desk. I am gonna play Minecraft for a little while and watch The Bachelorette because I haven't even watched it for this week. Remember how I said it's just not exciting to me? I keep forgetting that there's a new episode every week until it like gets posted on someone's Instagram story and then I see it and I'm like, oh yeah. And then I watch it. So, super fun, love it. Okay, that's all I'm doing tonight. It's fine, no big deal, whatever. It's about time for bed because it's 11 p.m. I've stayed up very late working on this house that I have to show you now in Minecraft. But it's so cool. Okay, let me just show you it really fast before we go to sleep. I promise it's worth your time. Okay, check this out. There's my house. I'm very excited about it. That's only the first part. This will be copied in much bigger form in this big square. And there'll be like a garden area, and then this is gonna be this really cool archway, like connecting the two buildings. It's gonna be sick. But here's what I got so far today. Hey, it looks pretty swell. Anyway, that's what I've been working on all night. Super fun. Someday I'll give you a full tour when everything's done and it's exciting and it's not 11 o'clock at night. I better go to bed. I gotta go snuggle with my husband. But love you guys. Thanks for watching this one. Don't forget to subscribe. See you tomorrow. All the things. I was not born the most beautiful. I'm not the most fashionable. I don't have the most money. I am not the most creative. You know, I'm not really the most of anything. I'm not the benchmark or the standard of anything. So I hope that if I can do it, you can do it too. That's my goal. That's like what keeps me going.